to learn. Jojo, Dio. Listen well, my young walls. As nobles there is one thing we strive for, to become true gentlemen. So take heed, these lessons right down to your core. You must acquire intelligence, sharpening the mind. Logic is the weapon of the refined. Under the gods of mercy, the chore stars are worthy. Some diligence is all that you need. Jojo, it's the same mistake you made already before. How many times to get it right? Unlike you, Dio had perfect scores.
I have a love for knowledge, so this was child's play.
But I haven't learned this at school yet!
Silence! Listen well, my young ones. As nobles there is one thing we strive for, to become true gentlemen. So take heed, these lessons right down to your core. Sit down straight and beautifully, cut with the knife. And while you eat, make sure you're dignified. Under the doors of mercy, the chore stars are worthy. Some manners is all that you need. Blast it, Jojo, you eat like a swine racing a pond. But look here, Dio, his hands have a graceful charm. If you eat like a dog, eat outside, take it away. No dinner tonight, be like Dio with manners like a knight. I am ashamed, disgraced, your mother would be mortified.
But father, I for one listened to my mother's teachings. She taught me to carry myself with dignity.
Listen well, my young ones. As nobles there is one thing we strive for, to partake and discuss philosophy. So listen to me as I tell the story.
In the history of England, there were two legendary knights. One day, the lord in which they served was captured by an enemy and faced execution. However, fearing retaliation from the two brave knights, their enemy offered them a way to save their lord.
If you are to be executed in the place of the lord you hold so dear, then your precious lord shall be released with their life spared.
And now I have a question for you two.
Yes, sir.
To save the life of their lord, they submitted. They were then captured and awaited their execution. While in prison, what do you think they contemplated on? The dirt and the mud of the road that led them here? Or perhaps they looked above to the stars that shine brightly overhead. What do you think each symbolizes?
The mud or the stars?
As for me, I'd say be the mud of the road.
Why do you think that is?
Because in the end, that road inevitably led them to die for their lord they held so dear. When you die, there's nothing more you can do. Death is final. They could have done so much more for the world if they had just chosen their lives.
I disagree. I think they saw the stars. The stars that symbolize how they'll shine brightly throughout all of history as men with honor.
But they died.
So? I don't think it matters. I think they show us how to live
And yet
our lives.
they gained nothing. All they could do was helplessly contemplate their lives in mud. They wasted their lives just for honor. They show us what not to do.
It's a lesson that shows us not to waste the lives we are given on petty
Is there
honor!
nothing more noble than to die for someone you love? As nobles, we should learn
You
from
know
them.
nothing of death! You're just a noble. Have you ever even seen someone waste their lives for nothing? I have. And I know that it is better to use the one life we are given on yourself than to waste it and die!
All right, boys. That's enough. I know it was a tough question, but there is no one right answer. Listen to me.
As men we are made to learn, but there are things we can't discern. We're all trapped in a prison called fate. Do you see the stars throughout the sky, or the mud where we all shall lie? Cannot both resemble justice?